Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you all today?
This is our hello from the other side, as we are, of course, now at home. This is my home. Actually, this is my office at home. So Harriet has come over this morning. We're going to have a little business meeting. So it's quite nice that we're doing it at home. Now, it's been about a month since a month on Saturday, won't it, since we actually closed the doors of our lovely little shop in Aberdeen. It's amazing how many people still don't know that, because we actually had some people in this week, didn't we, coming to see if we were still open, because Harriet's been working in there. But you had some visitors, didn't you, earlier in the week?
Yes, we did. So I know you feel like you've read loads of newsletters and loads of social media posts, and people will be sick about hearing that the shop's closed. But actually, it just goes to show that not everybody sees things. So if you didn't know, the shop has now closed, and so we are transitioning everything to being online. So hi Marjorie. I've just seen the comments pinging up there. So that's where we are now. So we are an online based business now, and we're enjoying having more time to be creative, and we've got lots of really good things in the pipeline coming later on this spring, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But one of the things that we wanted to speak to you about today is something that's happening tomorrow. So we are launching Feel Good Fridays, which is an opportunity for you once a month to book in to have a free 15-minute call with us. So it has always been really important to us to be an accessible business, so that no matter what your income is, you can get access to qualified professionals who will give you advice. And so that was one of our main reasons for opening the shop alongside the clinic, was because the shop is accessible to all. And so as a way of kind of maintaining that accessibility, we are introducing these Feel Good Fridays. So how it works is that you book a free 15-minute slot. When you book the appointment, you tell us a little bit about how we can help, a little bit of your health history, so if you have any medical conditions, if you're taking any medication, things that we need to know about, so that we can check for any interactions ahead of time, and then we'll give you a phone, we'll chat to you for 15 minutes, find out a bit more about what's going on, and then give you some suggestions for dietary, lifestyle change, any supplements that we think would be relevant to you, that kind of thing, so that you can start to make kind of those initial steps forward. So they will start tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who has booked in. We really appreciate your support, and are looking forward to speaking to you tomorrow and getting you that help. For those of you who haven't and are like, oh, that sounds amazing, there is still time to book. So I will link to Feel Good Fridays down in the comments, so that you can book in. And there are a few spaces left, so there's definitely still time to join if you're quick. So that's the first thing that we were going to tell you about.
Yeah, and also what's amazing about that is that we know over the years it's been really interesting actually having a shop and the conversations that you have with people, because what is such a shame is that so many people read things online, or they read it in a magazine and it says, oh, use this, it'll help you migraine or whatever, and of course they then buy said supplement. It doesn't do a blind thing, and that's because they haven't got to root cause, and that's really what we're about. We don't make assumptions about anything. This is not a one-size-fits-all approach. This is tailored to the requirements of each individual. So somebody's reason for a migraine might be to do with certain nutrient deficiencies, but there are different nutrient deficiencies that affect migraine. But if you've only tackled one of them and yours is another one, you're not going to get very far. The other thing is, your issue might not be nutrient deficiencies, it might be a food intolerance, it might be a mechanical issue, it might be stress, it might be sleep issues, it might be hormonal imbalance. And then there are many more as well. But the point is, we need to kick over those stones, find out what's going on, and then we can make suggestions. The other side of that coin is that if we can't help you, when we know we can't, or we know it's too early to be able to help you, we will refer you on for further help. That might be to go back to your GP, that might be to go back to a different practitioner, but we will make that judgment and give that advice on what you need to be doing at this stage, and then maybe you could come back to us later on when you found a few things out. So it's a big process. And we're just delighted to be able to continue this as a Feel Good Friday. It will be a once-a-month thing, as Harriet says, but equally, if it becomes super popular, we might do another one. We might do 2 per month. So we're just really waiting to see how that goes. But it's a great idea. It was Harriet's idea to continue that accessibility, as she says, that we really can support as wide a range of people as we can, because we really enjoy making natural health accessible. And also it's great just to build your knowledge and understanding of what we do, because the thing about natural health is that it can get a bad name, because you'll get somebody who reads something, they try something, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because it wasn't the right thing, or because there's stuff in it they shouldn't be having. There's all sorts of things in supplements. So therefore we need to work with ethical research-based companies who don't put a load of junk in, and who do work with optimal dosing and all these other things. There's many things to consider. It's a complicated industry, but it's so important to work with people who know what they're doing and who've got your best interests at heart and who want to support you. That's really, really important. The next side of that is that we also, obviously we offer consultations, as you know. Well, some of you possibly don't know. In fact, it's funny actually, because actually having the shop, it's amazing how many people would say to Harriet, "Oh, I didn't know that you had a clinic as well. I had no idea." So if you have a look on our website and you look on the tab that says Clinic Services, then you will see all of the things that we do. We have 3 nutritional therapists, myself, Naletta and Olivier. And we also have Harriet, who's our baby reflux nutritionist. So we've got, a whole group of people that can help you from the cradle, literally from cradle to the grave, with a variety of services. But have a look on the website and look at all of those things, because not everyone knows. And if you think there's something of interest there to friends or family, do share that and pass it on, because again, it's getting that word out there. But the way it works is, if you come for a nutritional therapy consultation, even before that consultation, you complete a very lengthy questionnaire. So this is the biggest MOT you will ever do, isn't it, Harriet?
Yeah, and it will, when we say it's detailed, it's literally everything from birth, and it probably will take you about a good hour to complete it.
Or even 2, depending on your health history.
Depending on how much you have going on. If you've got a lot of stuff and have had a lot of things, you probably will be closer to the 2 hours.
Yeah.
And equally, if you're somebody who likes to actually have a bit of a brain dump, some of you I know have found it really cathartic just to get everything out.
Yes.
And so for some of you, that's kind of like part of the
therapy, really.
therapy.
Yeah.
Begins at that point even.
Yeah.
But what it means is that before Mum or Naletta or Olivier see you, they already have a really good idea of exactly what's going on for you, so that the time that you have in a consultation, you can be super targeted in digging deeper. What was going on at this point? You've got a cluster of symptoms here. What was happening around that time, so they can really figure out what your particular triggers and drivers are for what's going on.
And that is the nature of the functional medicine model, which is so fantastic and so up to date and so refreshing, because it's well away from the pill for a mill approach. It's about finding out the why. We're like 2-year-olds in our business, because we're saying why all the time until we get those answers. And sometimes that involves further testing. It might involve referrals to other people, but we get there, we find those answers, and we get you the support that you absolutely need. So sometimes as part of that service, we do further testing. You're not obliged to do that, but it's available for those who can and who have the budget available and who want to. But it is invaluable, obviously, when we can do testing, because then we can be even more targeted and get a bigger understanding. But the point is that normally you come and you have that 90-minute session, and that's really valuable, because it means we've got the time to go through everything, and then we can explain those links, explain what we need to be doing, agree with you your nutrition plan and how we're going to go forward and why, and explain all of that. So that's really, really good. But equally, if you find that you can't afford that 90-minute initial consultation, but you nevertheless would like to access that service, and you'd like to make a start with a consultation tailored for you, with somebody looking through all of your health history and looking at what might be going on, then you could do what's called a mini consultation, which is just a shorter version of the same thing. Now, we started minis 2 years ago in 2020, in sort of May time, June time, I think, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that's because we knew there were lots of people who were obviously right into economic downturn, then lots of people losing their jobs or fearful of losing their jobs, all kinds of fears around money. And again, we just felt that we wanted to support those people. I mean, we were victims of that as well as a business. I couldn't afford an appointment with me during that time because, and still now really, because business has been very, very different to how it was a year prior to that. So we were very conscious of that, very mindful, and again, really wanted to support people and find a way to meet people in the middle, because that's always what we're about. I mean, we love what we do. We love helping people. That gives us the biggest buzz ever. It's the most rewarding job in the world to do what we do. But we need to make it accessible. And again, the mini appointment is another way of making that accessible. So when you have a look on the nutritional therapy page on the clinic services on the website, you will see all of the prices broken down into what they cover. And also the mini appointments are listed there if you have a look. So that's another way that you can access our services and the support and make a start from now.
Yeah. Other things that we wanted to tell you about is we have been doing a series of lunchtime lives over on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, come and see us. If you're not, I'm going to try and cross post to Facebook and see if I can download and upload and all of that messing about that I won't bore you with. But we are, so we've done one already on children's health with Naletta. Olivier spoke last week about sport, and then next Friday at 1 o'clock, Mum and Olivier are going to be speaking about men's health as well. So if you have any questions at all about men's health, then please send them over to info@nourishinginsights.com and we can answer them for you. Obviously, any questions asked are confidential. We won't be saying anybody's names, that kind of thing. It'll just be somebody's asked about this, so don't worry about that or feel embarrassed. There's literally nothing you could ask that we haven't heard of or spoken about before. So whatever you're worried about, please just send it over, whether it's athlete's foot, if it's abdominal issues, if it's male fertility, whatever, just pop your questions over and Mum and Olivier will speak about that next week. So that's next Friday, so please do join us on Instagram for that at 1 o'clock. And I think that's everything.
That's everything for now. Yeah.
So as usual, there's always lots.
Yeah.
If you we know one final thing is that if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook and you're seeing our posts, if you can occasionally like them, share them, somehow interact with them, then that would be amazing, because I think everybody's reach is down at the moment, but we've really noticed it, and so it means I think people are missing things. If you're feeling like you've seen this video today but you're missing things kind of overall, you've not seen a lot of our new posts, and we have been sharing a lot more new content in the last few weeks, and there's certainly more to come, then sign up to our newsletter. I will put a link again in the description so that you can sign up to our newsletter if you're not already on that, just to make sure that you're actually keeping up to date with our news. You're not missing any lives that are coming up, you're not missing any podcast episodes, that kind of thing. That's us, I think.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
So have a good rest of your week. If you need us, you know where we are, and if you would like to get started on your journey towards feeling better and healthier, then book in for one of our calls tomorrow and we will be delighted to speak to you then.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.